Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Sal Plays Star Trek Online. Here we are doing the cold call mission set as we go to this place that is currently being bothered by the brain, despite the fact them not actually telling us about it initially. Initially, we were operating under a diplomatic invitation to this system to visit their homeworld and their architecture. Little did the Federation know that the Breen were actually trying to invade, or in this particular case, one Breen commander and his task force, to try and discover artifacts on the preservers. Right, anyway, while we wait for the loading screen, let's get into it. Now, seeing as this is a pacifist species, we will engage our escort in defensive modes. But there have been no reports of accidents or combat in the area, despite all the wreckage that we can see around here. You may remember this gentleman from the DS9 Dominion episodes, specifically the Boldly They Row stuff. No. There's his ship, so we'll just set ourselves to follow. Or not, we'll just follow along on impulse. This mission set was pre some of the later follow commands, so it might not have been implemented apparently. That's fine, we can manually do this. There does seem to be a lot of wreckage around here, which is why this is suspicious. Right, anyway, let's engage our shield buffs. Yep, there we go. There's a brain chip. He's in weapon range, but he's not presenting a noticeable target. Okay. Any minute now. There's some beautiful shots of the planet and the effects in this area. Right, here we go. And loading simulator once again. Well, here we are. This is a very interesting map, to be honest. It's an idea of a cityscape in the Star Trek Online universe. A very early one, I might add. Yep, and I've just accidentally left a mine in the middle of their city. Whoops. Okay, let's have a look about the ruins. Let's talk to him about his people, and they'll explain about the makers, who in this case are actually the preservers. Anyone familiar with Trek lore will know exactly what I'm talking about on that one. Yeah, he mentioned my name. What's this incoming message? Oh, and the Breen are here. They did not know who they were dealing with. Is that gone as well? No, Breen, all Breen. Oh, didn't even have to use Torrent Jesus. Okay. Let's go and deal with the beamed in forces and save these guys. Hello. Yeah, deal with a ship and turret Jesus. Small shield charges. So originally this was endgame content before we got some of the more stuff, and then we well, no, this would have just been just before the Borg arc, which was the original endgame content of the game, and then they released some of the various instant areas. So Task Force Omega was the very first endgame content area before they moved on the narrative, and before they had more task force operations. This was the mission set just before it. It's now regulated to secondary content, which is fine, but it is enjoyable, and as I previously stated in the last episode, if they haven't changed the Iconium War mission, there is going to be something in the end of this that is going to be crucial to the Iconium War opening missions, hence why I'm doing this now. Plus, you know, the Breen haven't really got any new content updates since this, so it's nice to deal with them again. The Mirror Universe has had several reintroductions or being reused for various things, whereas the Breen, not so much. But then again, they are an isolationist species. Except in certain accounts, people like this. Actually, an interesting fact, if you are seen to betray the Breen, you want to be welcome among their society again, which is why you will find Breen mercenaries working for different factions, such as the Orion Syndicate or even the Klingons. They generally don't like to work with the Federation, though. Then again, the Federation do have a nasty habit of looking underneath your exosuit, so I suppose that'd be why. Alright, so there's some ruins down here they're interested in, which is why we had the attack just then. Right, let's get ready with Lightning and Jesus. Wow, ambush turrets, technically. Say hello to my little turrets. Seriously, if you guys can actually get a hold of some ambush turrets off the exchange, do. It's very worth it. And in the PvP arenas, it does make for some interesting things to use against people. Although I do imagine when they were first released, they were probably spammed in the PvP arena quite a bit. I unfortunately discovered them late into the game. Ah, there he is. Fotwell. The leader of the task force. Yes, but we adapted. You can't really hold that against us anymore. Man, have a second helping of Jesus. And because I'm feeling generous, let's have some walkers come down to help us out. No, he escaped, but he left behind some very nice stuff. Even though he does actually turn up later. No, and we're now going to deal with Breen in orbit. So let's go take care of them. Well, apparently we thought things were all fine and dandy, so we recalled the squadron. That was a mistake. Now normally this would be a pretty difficult fight, but well, I have been upgrading my ship quite a bit, as you all know. And that's my ability that shunts it towards my front arc. Oh, let's use red matter as well to supercharge everything. Which you can get the red matter converter from the Phoenix prize tokens. So make note of that if you want to get hold of it. Well, if any of you do actually play Star Trek Online, drop me a message. And maybe even get you into the fleet. If you want to join a fleet, that is. Let's get some of these abilities being used so we can actually start doing this properly. Nice. Maybe we should start deploying a satellite network to help them out. Yeah, we did. We figured you hadn't been completely honest. Yeah, come aboard. We'll discuss this. But I should be making protest to the Federation Council as you brought us here on false pretenses. it's the brain. They take what they want. It is more of the same. Oh, okay, or apparently finished. I think I remember there being more than that in that, but never mind. I guess we will, here we go. The second part of the mission will start very quickly. But we shall take the polarized deflector. This is part of the super chilled range, and this is part of the brain weapon set, which allows us to do energy draining. So, any of you who want to drain your opponent's energy and use it against it, this is the start of that weapon set, and wow, this is the deflector dish. The next one is either the super cooled impulse engines or the ooh, is that an extra one as well? It is. There's a new set to this as well. That's interesting. So we're going to get a warp core as well. Okay. Well, anyway, that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, perhaps consider leaving a like, maybe a comment down below. And well, I'll see you next time, and yeah, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, or if you're not already a member of the channel. Alright guys, that being said, take care and have a good day.